When you think of a watch, the first thing that comes to mind is being able to keep track of time. However, this time, set aside the hours and focus on the elegance and eccentricity of these items. Stay with us to discover what a few $1,000,000 can offer us. Number 10. Louis Monet Meteoris Watch. Designed by the Swiss company specializing in the creation of luxury watches using exotic materials and the latest technology, the Meteoris was created with a price of $4.6 million. This watch seems to be out of this world, and it may be because its main characteristic is that it contains fragments of space. Yes, you heard right. Aside from having been a very limited edition since only 4 were made, 2 of them had pieces of meteorites while the other 2 had fractions of lunar stones and Mars. It is made entirely by hand by artisans with details made from 18-karat gold and platinum. This item, according to its creators, seeks for men to maintain a relationship with the cosmos, since it even has a solar calendar that indicates the position of each planet and the 12 detailed zodiac constellations with gold and diamonds. Undoubtedly a watch that would attract the attention of more than one millionaire. Number 9. Big Bang Hublot. The Swiss manufacturers of Hublot spared no expense in launching this product. With a price of $5 million, this watch became known worldwide because Beyoncé surprised her husband, rapper Jay-Z, on his birthday with this great gift. A watch without comparison, considering that it has a design made entirely of diamonds, having used 1,282 diamonds to cover it completely. It should be noted that each diamond was cut by hand by a craftsman with over 40 years of experience in order for all the pieces to have the same style. Not to mention that this beautiful piece took a total of 14 months' work to be completed. Number 8. Vacheron Constantin 57260. And if we talk about expensive watches, it is never too much to mention a more classic model, besides being the first pocket watch in this top. It was presented by Vacheron Constantin in 2015 in commemoration of its 260 years of creation, with an estimated price of $8 million. At the same time, it was described as the most complicated clock ever made due to the fact that it has 57 complications. To give you an idea, the complications are the additional features in an analog clock apart from the common functions such as telling time. Designed with a body made of 18-karat white gold, this piece is composed of 2,826 individual pieces, in addition to 242 jewels. It is said that to create this magnificent piece, 3 watchmakers took a period of 8 years to fully develop it, and seeing the result, it was definitely worth the wait. Among its functions, it stands out that it comes equipped with different types of calendars, from astronomical to a Hebrew calendar, which undeniably offers a new meaning when looking at time. Number 7. Patek Philippe Ref 1518. A sober and conservative watch that could have been considered unique in view of the fact that only 4 copies were manufactured. It was created in 1943 by Patek Philippe and is the object of greed for many collectors. Despite being made of stainless steel and only having a perpetual calendar and phases of the moon, its figures totally exceed its value, and don't get us wrong, it is undoubtedly a work of art. But with a market loaded with solid gold watches with diamond inlays and luxuries everywhere, this item is quite peculiar and limited in terms of specifications. As you may have noticed, we emphasize its price because in 2016, the first to be manufactured was auctioned at 11 million Swiss francs, equivalent to a little more than $11 million. A figure that broke records in terms of sales at auction of wristwatches. Number 6. The Billionaire Jacob & Co. If a watch calls itself the Billionaire, it is understood that the price should speak for itself and drop a few jaws. Made by Jacob & Co. in conjunction with the Italian entrepreneur Flavio Briatore in order to use the name of his brand of clothing and accessories Billionaire as a logo. You just need to take a look at it to realize that the American company was not joking when it brought this product to market. It was made from 18-karat white gold that would surprise anyone. However, this was not enough for the company, since it would cover in its entirety for 260 carats of emerald-cut diamonds. Needless to say, it is a unique piece. It provides the feeling and personality of the brand by breaking all kinds of schemes. Although at first glance, the model looks like a female watch, its size completely disagrees. In reality, what the designers sought was to resemble an inverted pyramid. Based on its name, it's not very difficult to imagine what kind of people would use this kind of jewel, and its price perfectly complements the idea of Mr. Briatore. Although it doesn't cost billions, its price closes in at $18 million. Number 5. Patek Philippe Henry Graves Super Complication. Entering the middle of this top, we find another pocket watch. To be more specific, one of the most complicated pocket watches ever created. Made to order for the banker Henry Graves Jr. in 1925, with the purpose of surpassing the grand complication of the automobile manufacturer James Ward Packard, this special watch took 8 years to be designed and manufactured. Equipped with a perpetual calendar, sunrise and sunset times, among other specifications, in addition to being made of 18-karat gold. Characteristics that made it retain the most complicated watch title in the world for more than 50 years, and the most complicated clock ever built without the help of computers today. It costed around $15,000 at the time of ordering. However, at present, this watch phenomenon has reached unparalleled figures, coveted by hundreds of collectors. In 2014, an auction was held in Geneva, Switzerland, where it was acquired for a price of $24 million. A number that could double if it was auctioned again. Number 4. Chopard 201. If we start to analyze the main function of a clock, many will still say that it's the ability to tell time. However, in the design of this artifact, you can hardly distinguish the hands. As you know, the Swiss company Chopard specializes in the manufacture of jewelry and watches, and when producing this artifact, they decided to mix both, offering this impressive watch, which at the time was considered the most expensive in the world. Its structure has more than 800 diamonds, not to mention the larger heart-shaped ones that surround the hands that in total add more than 200 carats of pure brilliance. Unlike all the models already mentioned, these diamonds don't form a specific pattern, but with a price of $25 million, their buyers seem not to care. Whoever said that time is money makes it clear that he doesn't know diamonds. Number 3. Breguet Grand Complication Marie Antoinette. This clock was sent to be made in 1782 by Count Hans Axel von Fersen for the French queen Marie Antoinette, who allegedly would have been his lover. However, it is said that the queen never got to see it, in view that she was unfortunately executed a few years later, but we assume that it would have fascinated her. It was created by the Swiss watchmaker Abraham Louis Breguet, who would eventually become the founder of the luxury watch company with the same name. One of the singularities of the history that surrounds it is that it was finished 45 years later, in 1827, years after the death of both lovers. It is considered to be the most expensive pocket watch in history, a name that it has earned because of the fact that even today, it is praised for its innovative and incredible design made of valuable materials that include a gold and platinum cover accompanied by rubies and sapphires, in addition to having all the possible functions at the time. After nearly 200 years of its creation, this wonder of watchmaking amounts to $30 million and is only exhibited in certain museums as a beautiful piece of history. Number 2. Graff Diamonds, The Fascination. Apparently, diamonds are here to stay, and Graff gives us reason enough with the Fascination, a watch made entirely of diamonds that shows 152.96 carats of pure luxury. It was presented at the Baselworld 2015 fair in Switzerland, amazing absolutely everyone, and it was not only for its exorbitant $40 million price, but because, in addition to being a watch, it can also be used as a swanky bracelet and even a novel ring. Because the central part is composed of a rare and giant detachable 38.13 carats pear-shaped diamond. The founder of the company, Lawrence Graff, said that the Fascination tries to be an outstanding and carefully prepared piece that can be used in different ways, adding a touch of magic to the work of art. And with all those characteristics, we believe that it has achieved it. Number 1. Graff Hallucination 55. And indeed, also from Graff, in the number 1 position, you could not expect less than more diamonds, except this time, they come in all the colors you can imagine. Considered the most valuable watch ever created by the company, It's a statement that does not leave room for discussion, since its price is $55 million. And if they dare to ask why, it is enough to observe the amount of embedded gems and the different colors used. Speaking of its design, it is made of a platinum bracelet, which probably goes unnoticed in view that all this work of art is covered with large and incredibly rare diamonds cut in different shapes, which add up to a total of 110 carats. According to its creators, it was made as a celebration to the miracle of colored diamonds. A miracle of only a few million that could leave more than one millionaire surprised, because, after all, who needs a rainbow if you can only take a look at your wrist? If any of these ostentatious watches made your jaw drop, give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell for more content like this. Until next time.